bit of a beast in that area. Not many people can crack open the quad/apartments area when he is in there. Elige and Nitro always going to be that deadly duo. And like we said, now flight towards Banana and the CT side here. It should be a lot of fun. I can see that readies are being exchanged. I don't want to get it a false start here. We'll see what happens.
I like how you even stopped halfway through.
I just want to make sure it's completely ready.
Well, it looks like
I can see have
fun say it all, I think.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your second semi-final of the day. Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. It's going to be Team Liquid versus fnatic. Let's get hyped for the first round here on Inferno. There we go. We'll be Liquid starting on the CT side. Like I said, they're going to have one smoke, 4 sets of armor. And in terms of the utility on the fnatic side, they have got that HE grenade. Suggests a banana rush could come through. There are 4 players towards that side of the map right now. Flasher leads the charge there. 3 CTs waiting on the other side. So they assert their dominance on that side. They do use the HE to push any potential CTs back. You see Steel did get hit by him. Down to 79 HP. Just 2 players on the A site, and that's going to be Nitro and Twists.
Yeah, it's a super interesting approach. Obviously, B's a little bit harder to retake, so they're going to try and keep more presence on that side of the map, but the wrap on the arch could be interesting because that's left completely open as a result of having Twist and Nitro on A. Kit with Steel is one of the 3 players in B. How quickly do they solve and dissect the fact that there are, or is, an extra man here? Naf goes down, that's 1. Still, though, they've only spotted 2 because Steel's peeked. Elige refuses to. Steel's gonna go down, free of charge. They're not expecting it. He goes out, and Lekro only has the knife drawn. He does take a massive amount of damage. However, Elige and Golden is easily able to take care of him. Good position for Flush at the bottom of Banana. He should be able to close this himself. Not quite. Nitro's gonna make it interesting. Oh my goodness, how do you read that Crims is still back in middle? After taking 2 and Banana palm down on a wrap, how does he read that? That is so well done from Nitro, and what a shot at that.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Nitro going to be feeling it right now. 3 kills under his belt. It's down to Golden. His rookie, finding himself on this stage for the first time in a 1 versus 1 against Nitro. Bomb ticking in his favor, though. Nitro has got the kit, and he'll have to touch it any second, but I think he has found some sort of a smoke. This could make things interesting, but Golden could see him, I think. And it will be the kill picked up and the round going in favor of fnatic.
What a job from Nitro. I thought it was done on Flusha alone. He's able to get the kill, get up and get in and find the kit, like you say. The smoke makes it interesting, but Golden played it perfectly and knew exactly where the bomb was planted. After all, he did plant it. So 1-0 for fnatic. They go immediately on to a Galil, an AK, and 3 SMGs, 2 of them which are MAC-10s, so they've got running gun potential. In spades, they go up against a gun that is also somewhat of an SMG, if you will, with the CZ. That was quite a shot. Yeah,
that was pretty unbelievable, and Liquid will be going all in across the board, including Nitro, who is quote-unquote the AWP here. All CZs and helmets picked up against the SMG focus from fnatic here. 2 MAC-10s, a UMP, a couple of rifles, only 1 AK though. That go down to that Galil, going for some mid-control here. Will be JW to challenge Nitro. He takes a lot of damage here. Naf chiming in as well, and they're starting to pincer them towards middle. There will be frags exchanged, still a 4-on-4 as Elige and Naf actually opt to rotate back towards A, leaving the B bomb site completely open at this point, and it might be the correct call. Twists will be taken down by Crims in the apartments. The bombs to what T steps. So fnatic don't have to commit on this one. They could always fall back. They haven't actually gone around the quad or arch as of yet.
J-Dub picks up bomb back down towards spawn. He's taking a good amount of damage on 34. His team will regroup with him. No indication yet of whether or not they're going to go B. It seems more likely, though, with 47 seconds and all of them stampeding toward the top of Banana. Elige and Naf positioned accordingly. Steel's also on the way. No kits, or excuse me, no smokes down, no utility down. There is no kits. That also applies, but more important to the entry, Naf's going to take down Golden as well with that picked up MAC-10. This is looking reasonable. Elige boosted up. Quick headshot falls off. Crims is able to spray down Steel. That was the second player in the position, so it's going to be a rotation around from Elige to play off Naf, working from Ruins, and you pointed it out. They're not even going to mess with this. fnatic taking the safe approach. Oh, look at the HP. They'll get the bomb down, sure, on A. There's lots of time, but still a chance that Liquid can capitalize on this.
There is always a chance here, but the bomb will be safely planted towards A. Crims intelligently watches the banana area, but no one coming from there. Bomb will be planted now. And Nafly with a great chance to actually find a kill here, but that MAC-10 not amazing a range. Remember, they have got helmets on the T side here. Elige will join his teammate here. Bomb ticking away. JW gets one of these kills. It pretty much secures the round, but that's not going to happen now. Pressure applied towards Crims. 20 HP. He has got the rifle, but the bomb in such an awkward position for him. Tags up one, but the kill comes through. Ali stepping up with that map1. The force buy successful with Team Liquid. And that's going to tie things up at 1-1. But fnatic have planted the bomb map. They're going to have money available after focusing on those SMGs in the previous round. They're definitely going to force buy themselves, and the war of attrition really starts here.
And who other than Naf to get 3 kills? Again, the map1 picked up certainly makes a difference, and fnatic shut down early. Liquid will carry over the AK-47 as well. Twist, the one to hold on to that. One of the Galils too, fair enough, but the AK more important.
They didn't force buy. I'm really surprised about that, especially in the best of 3. First couple of rounds, I thought they'd be all in. They're going to allow Team Liquid to stabilize here and actually build up some bankroll. The idea fnatic could have brought to the table is force buy here. If we do win this round, we're going to be in a great spot. We're going to reset those CTs, pick up their weaponry, but taking a very conservative approach with the bomb going down, trying to get the AKs out in the next round. So Liquid should be able to get a clean sweep here. That's if Crims doesn't arrive with that Desert Eagle towards the T-steps, firing off a few shots there towards the top of middle. Nothing landing just yet. Remember, this is almost nothing invested for fnatic. A couple of PT-50s and 1 Deagle. No armor, no nades. And I'll just be trying to find any sort of mistakes CTs are presenting here. Is anyone overextended? Is anyone hungry for frags? Got that bloodlust going on. But so far, so good. Now Fly with a pretty dominant position towards B. He's on top of the sandbags, as you can see. Just being baited in by his teammate. He'll be on the corner. And that's a Liege, as you can see. So now Fly looks into the wall to avoid all the flashbangs. And here's the crossfire towards the A-bomb side. One in the pip, one in the apartments, just playing off each other. So one can watch towards quad, and they can switch things up when they have to. So Twist doesn't have to watch quad exclusively or the apartments. He obviously can switch between the two. And still, same thing goes for him in that position.
Slow and steady. Flusha getting closer to that sandbag position. Does spot on the jump. That Elige is on the entry to the site. The Deagle on the top of the log is somewhat promising in the angle, but can't get the headshot. Elige makes good on putting down putting down Flusha. Watch for Nitro as he stabs out from Arch. Sidescots them toward the top of the mid wall. Twist is able to catch off Lekro, and that's pretty much going to be the round in itself, especially now that the bomb is gone. So good hold from Liquid, good read, and good peek, especially from Nitro, to realize that there was only one over toward B. They had to be somewhere near mid. Gets the information and they can close out. They know Crims is also going to be trying to push into Nafly, who tries to surprise him, but he's low. Ooh. Hopefully there's no bomb here, so round done. Crims needs to die now if he's going to die at all. Naf's too low, I think, to chase this. So he might get away with it, but that's an awkward situation. Not only that, they're not going to get any money, so he had to die because they're so early in the game. He doesn't have any money built up, and he doesn't have a gun worth saving.
Yeah, Crims gets no money for the next round. His teammates will, but he'll be left on $2,000. They're going to be buying anyway. He's still going to get a Deagle armor. It's not the end of the world. Certainly not ideal. He really wanted to be taken down. That's such a weird thing to say, and so counterintuitive, really, isn't it? That you want to die in Counter-Strike, but ideally there, yes. If he survives past the round timer, no cash for the next round. None of that juicy loss bonus coming his way. Like we said, though, 1 pistol for him. AKs on his teammates, so still a pretty decent buy here. Not ideal considering that final situation, but still will give it a very good go. Smokes available to them, flashbangs as well. A couple of Molotovs into the mix as Crims will have to use that Deagle towards the apartments right now. 1 minute 35, very standard default here. Going towards the apartments, not presenting anything towards B just yet. Flusha tentatively looks towards the T-steps, is watching for any sort of aggression, and Crims will get those opening kills, but CT's allowing Elige just to stay there by himself. We talked about that half-wall position. That's what he's on right now. It's very strong indeed, especially with a rifle. If you can just get 1 kill, drop off, you're pretty much protected. It's a difficult position to flash him out or Molotov him out of as well. So we'll see if Lekro here, with his great aim, can get anything done with the AK. Spots one, nails it. He might even get the double here. Not meant to be though, but good trades on both sides. 3 on 3, and the bomb is down towards quad.
Shot JW clotheslines Naf, the advantage back as a result for fnatic and Twist. He's forced out of the pit by Molotovs and smoke, but he's up for the fight. And not only that, he's gonna get JW walking through. Twist with a shutdown. You called it, Henry. He's so good in that position.
He certainly is. You can see how skilled this young man is. Twists stepping up just when his teammates need him. It seemed like JW done everything there. Great pincer coming around the arch. His teammates ready towards the quad, but he repositions, get out of the pit, get out of the Molotovs, the smokes, the flashbangs, and he's standing in the open. Great aim, and as soon as these sort of players get the AK-47s, all bets are off, and you can see how devastating his effect from that area is. 3-1, has to be another full eco for fnatic now. Deagles, PT-50s, Crims has got armor, but overall, another convincing round for Team Liquid. Not a convincing nade.
No, I'm not quite.
But it's all fine.
Yeah, still going to push down with the MP9, so he can afford to do so in losing that gun. Of course, you don't want to lose anything, but it's not one of the rifles. 3-1, and again, they mentioned it on the desk. Liquid's T side is very strong, so these rounds certainly matter for fnatic. Giving them up early. They all matter, Henry, but you get the point.
The fact they started on the T side as well suggests they were confident in their ability to counter-strap the Team Liquid defense. They obviously got an idea of what they want to do. As we mentioned, that is an unorthodox approach, but still coming in with a spray down here. Only gets one. You can see that being set up. So many targets in front of him. You give Lekra a chance of that deagle, you're going to die to him.
I think the problem with that is that he also knew that one of them was lagged by the op, so he got a little bit eager, thinking he could spray them down when they were softened up, and Naf's going to get caught as well, bottom and middle by Flusha. Now they have the problem of not only giving away that MP9, but an M4, and the man advantage to fnatic. Not as much utility in play. Again, a shot, though, that's going to do considerable damage to Elige and certainly make it possible for the M4 of Crims to quite easily collect onto him, not to mention the Deagles. It's back to 3-3. Bomb waits to try and get into the hands of JW. He's hoping his teammates can sell the rotations of the other three, that they'll be a little bit uncomfortable in how close this round's gotten.
This is actually looking quite good for JW. The fact that his teammates show a lot here, it could all fall apart. Crims will go down. That's going to open up the B side. As you can see, Crims doesn't need to stay alive at this point. He probably wants to fall back. Bomb
Nitro, I was
going
to say, if Nitro goes down, though, and the rotation's not close enough, they're going to think, okay, now they're going to know that it's on B. If Nitro went down and the bomb was planted during the rotation, he probably would suspect that that is on A, and they would buy themselves more time in that regard, but they'll turn it around. Nitro's aware. So JW doesn't get out scot-free, but he does get a plant, and he gets an angle. Can't quite collect on the Deagle.
Yeah, this is really naughty from JW. If he pulls this one off, it'll be one excellent clutch by him. 2 versus 1, got time against him. Had to be the one Deag, though. Team Liquid, very smart in their approach, making sure they stick together. And you can see they didn't panic in that situation back. When they realized the bomb was on the other bomb side, they didn't just tail off and split up. They actually focused on killing Crims first and making sure that was a guaranteed frag. You do have 40 seconds now. You can watch SK Gaming. You take time in the retakes. All the teams do rush too much and try and make things happen without having to have to.
I know you want the nudes. I've been asking for years, and they still haven't sent them to me, so good luck.
Well,
honestly, I stopped asking after Olaf left, to be fair.
Well, he's playing tomorrow. You can try again.
I might.
It will be fnatic, though, with the bomb down. A clever plan from JW. Doesn't equate to a round victory, but they do get a full buy here, an extra $800 per player. The AWP out for the first time on either side. Nitro will be wielding it for the CTs, and JW, of course, for fnatic. They'll be looking to get that banana control again, but this is working so well for Team Liquid. This system of setting players up and getting that smoke down towards the steps has been great. This time, though, fnatic predicting the boost on the half wall. Good nade as well to inflict some more damage towards Elige. Nitro will be holding the apartments with the aforementioned sniper rifle. And there's the first kill. Crims. That's his default role. Go towards the apartments, try and get the first pick. And AWPers like Nitro need to be showing their hand there once every few rounds just to kind of keep him contained. Don't give him the freedom he needs. It's a very rare CT will challenge there with a rifle, but get an AWP up, you actually have quite a beneficial challenge there. So 5 and 4. Bomb's still down towards second middle, but Flush is edging his way in towards the B side. He's actually pretty committed at this stage. You can see Elige just looking into the floor. He doesn't want to be spotted at all. And Nafly just beneath him to try and bait him in. 2 smokes towards City spawn, not ideal, and Nafly will punish him for it. This is the chance for Elige to get stuck in, but Naf's done all the work already.
Doesn't have to worry at this point with him getting 2 kills. Elige is still sitting safely inside of the site. JW
yeah, so
on and off is going to have a hell of a time trying to get the close range shots.
You see, he's still not committing as well. He's being very disciplined. He's like, sure, we've guaranteed this round, but I don't need to kill any more people. I need to keep my money strong, and Nafly's still alive. They're not pressuring him. I don't have to show myself at all. If they do try and run towards him, they're not checking this position.
Not to mention that, they still stick to the plan, because you're right, Naf with low HP doesn't need to peek. Elige could easily get hungry and swing out. He's not willing to do so.
Exactly.
He knows that the plan is going to work no matter what. You might as well be efficient.
Let's stick to the plan. Let's not take any risks. That's lovely from Team Liquid. That's one of the best rounds in CTs you'll see in terms of the fundamentals of Counter-Strike and what you should be doing to guarantee round victories. They didn't drop a single player there. Great opening pick from Nitro. That funnels them towards the B side. That's great. They start moving to that position. That amazing setup they've got towards the B side.
Henry,
hi.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
What, being too positive?
Yeah, this isn't the triggered Henry I'm used to having beside me.
Well, I see beautiful CS. I'm going to commend that as well, you know. I'm not just going to point out the bads for the time. That was just a textbook round of CS from Liquid. And fnatic didn't necessarily do anything wrong at all there. They tried to get through after losing a player, execute towards B, but the setup was too strong. I really enjoyed it. So it will be a tactical pause from fnatic now, starting to feel the pressure. Can't break down that B defense. Have a look at their cash. It can't be amazing. They have got maximum loss bonus, but no bomb in the previous. So 3 3,500 on JW, gold and similar money. They can buy, certainly, this won't be the best. They'll have to get rifles and either Galils and AKs with a mixture of utility, or they take a huge compromise and take an SMG on one player so they get the extra grenades. We'll see what happens. Timeout will come to a pause.
So Liquid's map choice going to plan so far. Mirage next. That is, I would still say, Fnatic's best map.
Yes, but it is a little bit inconsistent. We've cast them plenty of times where they've looked godlike and then sometimes very average. So hopefully it's the former today and they can put on a massive show for us on that map. It's always a lot of fun when both teams lock horns and they're not really separated in terms of skill. Scout for JW, is that really the purchase?
I don't know, T-side, that the op is sometimes not even considered, so why a scout all of a sudden?
We'll see.
Flush is going to take a lot of damage. Nades down toward the bottom of middle, plus Molotovs. He goes down to 58. Golden has come out much worse for wear as he gets killed immediately. Good trade back, therefore, to find Elige, the man who did so. That'll level the defense to a 2-2 split, but not content with that. They want to fortify the Ray a little bit more. They'll send Naf at least to CT, so he's better to respond. And Nitro, although not toward Banana, will be the one to call if he needs the aid, if he needs the help. He may not ever need the help. He may need to, in fact, help the others, as the attention for now from Fnatic is on the A side of the map. Whaler door, top of mid. JW sitting back to throw a deep smoke that lands in front of Library. I believe that's in the air now. And it is. It lands to cover the arch side rather than the Library position that can spot to the A side. That suggests they will go through their own smoke toward that position. So Naf smartly backs off, knows he won't be able to see them from Library, makes sure that they won't go through towards CT.
Slowly does it. They are set up now towards the A side. You can see they probably don't go through spawn considering they have no presence towards Banana. Now fly to fend them off of the Library where he is baiting in his teammate as well. He can swat out the graveyard.
Oh my.
Can you see the bait and switch going on right now? It is really good to watch, but Crim's always going to be deadly in these sort of situations. The problem is the bombs towards the Library, and he will find a fantastic shot towards Twist. Does Nitro have the rotation in his favor? I think he still can see the bomb. He comes from the arch, but Crims is expecting it. He'll pre-fire the position, and Nitro is about to say he's in a lot of trouble, but he's absolutely fine, Matt. That Deagle comes out and just rattles Crims. My God, that was a very good shot.
You won't see a faster 1-ding than that. Oh my goodness, here you go. Both perspectives, watch the reactions as out goes Nitro. Second peek, bang. Doesn't even react.
Oh, punches the desk as well. Crim's not happy.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen Crims punching desks since as early as 2014. It's not uncommon.
It's true, well, there we go. Nitro getting under his skin a little bit there.
Talk about that play though. Fnatic design a smoke to front Library to force Naf to go around the backside, a smoke in arch to make sure that if he's standing there to watch that, he's now out of position again and steal positions perfectly to bait off of him.
Yeah.
Like Liquid countered that perfectly despite being a relatively well set up play from Fnatic.
And Steel just waited for all the attention to be taken away. As soon as Nafly was in trouble, as soon as they're firing back, that's when he peaks, gets 2 kills out of it. And sure, Crims, amazing effort there, lovely shot towards the pit, but you can't really do much about that 1-dig. If it hits it that hard, like no one's avoiding that shot. That's just a really sick play from Nitro. He'll be feeling it now. His confidence starting to build up. Got the AWP, the Deagle's working as well. It's round number 8 here. It's a partial buy from Fnatic and one that might not work out for them. Nitro with the opening pick once again. Takes down JW and he falls back to a more defensive line. This is a very good game from Liquid so far. Not giving anything up.
I like that replay as well with the face cams.
That was actually really nice, wasn't it?
That was well used. That's exactly the right time to do it in the replay. Flush is sneaking in with a deagle of his own. I thought he might get the flick upward toward Elige, but he gets the kill with the M4. Watch out, Nitro. Back to his deagle again. That's the AWP, so he does get overrun. That's going to give it away to Golden. We'll see if he can capitalize with it as he starts to fire shots off toward the pit, hoping that someone's crouched down behind the wall, but there is no one. And there's no one else left either because Twist does all the work to take out Crims. He'll follow that up on Golden directly. Some shout outs to Zeus. International team in some ways for Liquid. Yes, North American by the core, but 2 Canadians and a Brazilian as the coach.
And Steel as a Brazilian.
You're right. How dare I? Sorry, Steel, yes, put the camera on him. He deserves it. I'm sorry.
There we go. Yeah, he's a great talent. It's impressive to see him coming into probably the North American scene, not with a Brazilian team and having to speak English full time. It's great to see how well he's taken to it. What a great asset he has been to Team Liquid overall. As we'll get into round number 9 here, another chance for the full buy for Fnatic. They'll send one player towards B. Flasher though, a lot of HEs and flames landing around him. He'll have to fall back there. 7-1. as fnatic will push quickly towards middle. They've thrown their default away at this point, Matt. This is something else. They are focusing all 5 players towards the A side. Nafly's rotating in, maybe a little bit too late. Arch is exposed and he can't see from the library right now, but Tease will be smoking it there. Molotov will come towards Naf's position. It does go in perfectly, so he can't really do much about that, but he still has an angle. Steal, twists, hold on the side. Molotov lands again, but the flashbang's coming through.
Good shot, Lekro holding off the archway. Inalij couldn't find his way in. Lekro getting going as well because he reads the Naf's going to be in the same position. Crims knows exactly where they are on the side. It's Twists again, who's somehow going to be an absolute menace. Gets 3 kills. The only 3 kills for Liquid, but may not be enough in the end anyway because it's down to just Nitro on rotation, bomb plant, and an AWP. I don't know if they'll expect him to be toward quad, but that said, Flush is going to one-up that position with a rotation behind. And Nitro will never see it coming. The question is, does he get far enough around the corner to spot the other player? Not quite. Good play from Flush, a great round from fnatic.
Yeah, really good stuff from Lekro there, especially. Those shots were wonderful. Good Molotovs, good awareness as to what went wrong in the previous rounds, and Nafly completely bamboozled them from that library position. But you can't deny this skill once again. What a turret Twist is in that position. Gets 3 kills. 3 unbelievable kills. Like you said, the only 3 kills they'll get in that round, but still, it gave Nitro a fighting chance, but well played fnatic, good pincer, good recovery as well, and nice flank coming in from Flusher to predict the player would be towards the quad side. Round number 10. Been a very good half so far. fnatic haven't been able to break down their defense. We've had a lot of close rounds. All out for Liquid again. Their money actually bottoming out at this point. They'll be fully invested. If fnatic can win this round, we really have got a map on our hands here. Flush up, going for that B control. Remember, Liege likes to play these sandbags and using the smoke as a bit of a one-way, bit of a distraction. And he might be able to be flashed over as well if he really wants to be. Flusher waits by the half wall. And he just sees if there's any sort of aggression coming in from the CTs here. There's another smoke is deployed.
Flusher trying to spray into the smoke in hopes that they were using it to transfer a player in behind the barrels. Bomb very intentionally left behind. So Steel and Twists with a crossfire. Steel down below. We'll try and spot out. It looks like he's looking inside. Yeah, inside of the hay bale toward the quad. If anyone goes far wide toward the wall. Therefore, direct information as to what's going on in the front of Boiler. Flusha finds an opening pick on B. That might dissect and spread out the defense quite a bit because Nitro has to consider if he wants to leave the A site or not. They don't have a lot of information in this round, Liquid. Again, it's a passive setup that could still work when they do approach the site, but they're really gambling on holding here. Because if this works for Liquid, the bomb still looks toward Banana and could arrive on that site. Nitro's found already by the AWP. They could easily wrap on the Arch, and that's what's going to happen. So it's all well and good that there's a battle going on for the 2 players in pit, but it's more important as to what Naf does. He's the last line of defense before the bomb would be planted. Good shot toward
10 seconds, Matt.
He's got a lot of damage, you're right. There is 10 seconds. Naf only really needs 1 kill in this. That's the bomb. 7 seconds. Stay alive. The 2 players on A will win this round. Whether or not Naf goes down, it's done.
Oh, that's so annoying for fnatic. It was a good call. They just had to trade out that frag. But Nafly, we pointed out in the pre-game, that banana presence he's got, not many people could take him down. Nice calm play from the Coffins, buying time, didn't overexpose himself, takes 2 kills, drops that bomb, and at that point, you're right, he didn't have to do anything. He'd go AFK and still win the round. He didn't have to find any more kills. And they will survive with 3 weapons up, but those players won't get any money. They'll be able to adjust. It is quite a harsh reset. 8-2, Liquid. Lovely round there to recover. It was such a good call from fnatic as well. I don't mind that at all. It's just unlucky they couldn't trade out that 1 kill.
Crims with the spray and the smoke. So this setup, I'm often a bit critical of in the fact that they're on the same axis right now, the fact that they could trip over each other. I prefer to see the alt pushed up directly to the doorway, just in case they have mixed signals and a player peeking from the Boiler side of the hallway can still spot the M4 player if he needs to retreat, but we'll see if that costs them or not. Meanwhile, back in Banana. Flying a Liege to defend against 4 players potentially heading that direction. Crims will do all the work to figure out what's going on the other side of the map.
Same setup.
It is the same setup. Again, a Liege this time will reveal a little bit sooner. Naf gets 1 kill for free. I'll never forget this setup because it brought out a positive side of Henry I've not seen.
It's true, isn't it? We should make this anniversary.
Interesting to note, by the way, good smokes from, Elige takes down the bomb from fnatic. They've gone for the isolation smokes across the front of the site. The problem is they left a massive gap, and that leads to the bomb being denied. They wanted to wrap through ruins and get behind the defensive lines to cut off the two players trying to hide inside of the site. Naf does his best to get an emo. That would have hidden him no matter what, but look at flusha go! Golden finds a kill as well, and the bomb will be planted. It's 2 HP for Steel. He's very, very close, mind you. And it would be further damage to the economy. Every single kill he gets, but he whiffs on them all, and flusha gets the kill in return. And not to mention, this now does whittle down the economy, the money for Team Liquid.
How have they lost that round? That was unbelievable. What a great recovery by Golden. It seemed like everything was done. Team Liquid found the first 2 or 3 kills there. Golden left in a horrible position. He recovers the first couple, then finds a third. Still had a chance in that as well. Even with 2 HP, that should have been a frag. He committed to the spray instead of the taps, Matthew, and that led to his demise there. And I think they do have to take maybe an eco at this point. They're actually all in with the CZs and the Max 7 here, and Steel will be feeling a little bit frustrated here. It wouldn't be guaranteed that he won that round, but with the bomb down, and with what, 12 seconds, whatever was left, he had a very good chance there if he just found the 1 kill and then hid towards the ruins. So we're a bit gutted with that.
Good shot, good peek from Naf on the pistol, still making it work for Liquid.
It's a really nice duel going on there right now. flusha knows exactly the setups Team Liquid are presenting, but they're mixing things up there, especially just changing the timing, going for the direct peek after hearing the footsteps, not using any nades at the start. Nafly will pick up flusha. They won't be able to recover the rifle just yet. They know that's too high risk, but they fall back and send 1 player towards A, just leaving 1 on B, and that will be Nafly once again.
Smoke down, Crim's pre-firing it. Peculiar situation, or position I should say, for that shotgun. Typically you see it inside of the apartments, maybe on B. The fact that he's playing it close on a position where they're forced to look deep, they might actually get caught off by it. See if Steel manages to make that work or not. Meanwhile, it's a little bit of activity toward the Arch side. They have got to set up in position with Elige and Nitro to watch the Arch, and from Small Pit, but there's smokes in front of both. It works perfectly. He goes out. They're not ready for it at all. Golden knows now he's got to take a close fight, so he ducks underneath smartly. Forces Elige out of position. JW, that's your teammate. Hopefully he doesn't go down in the meantime, because Nitro's gone around toward the mid wall. Low HP. Lekro finds him, and it should be the round 2 fnatic. Bomb planted. 8-4 looking likely with Naf, the only one left. And I think he's inclined to keep the head armor, knowing that they're going to be in a double eco situation. So fnatic looking to really pull this half back into contention.
Oh yeah, they definitely can now. Good attempt there by Liquid, opening pick and sending 4 players towards A was the right call, but fnatic held their nerve, making sure they go together and abusing the fact they've got the rifles, and Liquid only had those CZs there. Using the smokes and molotovs, flushing the CTs out, and they couldn't just hold in their crossfires there, made things very uncomfortable indeed. Lekro, one of the star players for fnatic, finds 2 kills. Here we go.
Despite the difficulties of winning pistol and losing all hope and money, fnatic definitely have a half to work with now.
We do save the UMP in the hands of Naf, but yes, full eco coming in. This was a nice play, knowing that flusha just does that by himself, getting a bit too comfortable with the fact he can get towards the top. Oh, that's a big slam. That's got to be one of the biggest I've seen this tournament.
We've seen some broken desks in the past. Let's not hope that happens.
Yeah, there we have. That's showing a little bit of a frustration.
One at a time, lads.
We can all fit through.
After you, no, after me. fnatic's known for it a little bit, to be fair. Play emotionally, but oftentimes in a more aggressive manner, shall we say.
Sure.
As long as it doesn't affect your teammates, all well and fine, I think. Whatever gets you feeling the way you need to. If you need to get that frustration out, get it out. Meanwhile, there's shots off toward B. Damage not to Golden, but Lekro, he combined to find Nitro. Pretty straightforward in the end. And actually, little do they know, opens up the B site entirely. They certainly don't want to chance it. The way that Liquid's been playing with these passive crossfires, absolutely no reason to rush into that and hope for the best. They need to dissect it. Crims will do certainly that toward the boiler. And yeah, you're right, they will, but it's going to give up 2 guns. We'll see what he chooses to do with them.
Might as well save them. With the retake towards B with no kits, no nades, just save those AK-47s. That's absolutely fine. It's actually quite a beneficial round. We know how strong the CTs can be with the AKs, especially towards that B bomb site, especially in the pit as well. I'm sure Naf and Twist will hold on to those. They won't want to drop those to anyone else. The particular positions do very well with that weapon. So not too bad at all. fnatic will win the round. It's going to be 8-5. And yes, we're getting on Interesting score margin. It will be 8-7 is what we're looking for, to split right down the middle and make things extra exciting for the second half. Round number 13 will go in favor of fnatic as the bomb comes to a head. We'll see if both the CTs save their weapons. It looks like they will. Can't see any reason as to why fnatic would find anything here. Bomb goes off. 8-5 comes in. Maybe a pause this round, I would say. That makes sense to me. It's the closing sector of the first half here. I'll discuss what kind of approach fnatic will use. Now they're going to try and make these AK-47s do the absolute most work. Nitro, will he bring out the AWP? The answer is no. M4A4 for him. We'll have a look at the scoreboards while we're here. All for this time, JW, and a map 10 to go with it. 13 kills for Twist, no surprise there. Everyone fragging very well. Everyone in double digits pretty much, apart from Steel on 6. And at the top for fnatic is going to be Lekro, 10 for 10. At the bottom, JW hasn't really done much here. And burning alive is Flusher. He'll go down to his teammates Molotov, but still gets the opening pick with a map 10. That's probably absolutely fine, all things considered.
So again, bomb intentionally dropped. Look for fnatic to play off of picks. Elysian Nitro will be a lot more passive this time. They don't have the same setup. They don't come anywhere near it as Naf's gone. So Nitro just going to play back toward Ruins instead. Steel and Twist both arch side and looking for a little bit of information. AWP, but Twist could easily get flashed in on this. In fact, he's hoping that they're going to face off against Steel, and that'll allow him to walk freely into a preoccupied target. Quick check toward Cubby. Golden still not convinced. Even despite that Molotov going pretty much the full duration at that point in time. Little bit confident, perhaps, on that single Molotov alone that fnatic is looking likely to go on to A, so they're going to switch the setup entirely and bring a third man over. Twist back up on the box in the corner. It's been a pedestal for him so far in this game, to be completely fair. Perhaps even a plinth as he puts on an art display. Of good accuracy, you called him a turret.
We'll see whether he can step up today, find his enemies, and JW trying to do the same thing there, narrowly missing out on the shots. 30 seconds remaining, the bomb's coordinating itself towards the B side. Remember, it's going to be Elise there. This time with the AK. His teammate Naf went down early to that map 10. And he doesn't know he's got everyone in front of him right now. Going to swap the barrel. That's an easy kill. Can he find any more?
Needs to at least stay alive in this. He knows they're firing in, but he's running out of ammunition and giving himself away. And Crims makes good on that. Nitro down. Good shot, Crims. As the bomb was certainly in his hands, it would have been picked up, but it would have made things very awkward. Locked out are Steel and Twist. Smokes finally dissipate.
Saving.
And I think you're right, round 14, they want to have guns left to try and get that 9th elusive round. It's been a while that they've been sat. Remember, this was 8-2 at a point.
Well, there we have it. It's fnatic with another successful approach there. That opening pick, you might think, oh, it's a 4-4, doesn't really benefit anyone. If you've got a map 10 going into that round and you can just rush banana and trade out a kill, that is actually great news. It didn't cost you a load of money to get into this round. And sure, you went down to a teammate's Molotov, but that's neither here nor there. They got the kill and he traded one out. 4-4 definitely favors the terrorists on a map like Inferno. CTs can't get a ton of information. They have to just kind of use their gut instinct as to where their Ts are coming. And especially in a 4-4, fnatic can focus 4 players on one particular side of the map, and the CTs will have to spread their defenses quite thin. So you can see how that affects the round as it goes on. Unlucky to go down here. He already found his pick. That is fine. He will be burning the Molotov. Would have been great if he survived, but he probably gets traded out regardless. He wouldn't have got much more done there. Only Liquid.
Enjoying the innovation of phone signs.
What would yours read?
I haven't put any thought into that.
Well, maybe we'll get back to you at the end of this game. You can let us know. Maybe you can prepare one.
Get the camera ready.
Well, Scouts for Nitro and the MP9 for Elise. Not the most tantalizing buy for them, but you never know. Scout has done some amazing things in big games before. As he'll be looking towards the boiler room right now, exposed at the mid area. But smoke will be deployed. Huge favor in terms of the round outcome for fnatic here. They've got so much utility, all the weaponry. And Nitro, it's unlikely he wins this duel. He'll tag him, and he'll get tagged in returns. It's quite equal, considering he's got the scout.
Yeah, the op shot obviously through the wall.
It's
the scout shot obviously not. How quick is that as he slides back out? And Golden goes down to 9. Peek up from Steel. The pre-fire. Lekro's been tagged from it. They'll smoke off the apartment to buy space. Manages to dodge the nade. Twist actually comes out with more damage from that. And Steel's going to be the one this time to get inside of the site and on the box. But fnatic not committing. Backing off 51 seconds. They can afford to do so.
Lots of damage inflicted. As you can see, JW and Golden really feeling it. Lekro's not too healthy either. The bomb, still plenty of time. That's towards the top of middle right now. That's on the back of Golden. Now Fly waiting in the library. 2 players on the side, twists in the pit. And Elige has gone down with nothing. Again, Flusher just punishing that side every chance he gets. His teammates there not with him though. And he'll try to get through CT spawn. Now Fly 1 step ahead of him. He had to peel off from A. And this will be the chance now for fnatic to fully commit towards the A side, knowing that Nafly is not going to be there.
So into the Lion's Den they go. They're hungry for that 9th. It's been a while. The damage is inflicted, though, quite considerably. Snap is going to actually save his teammate by getting Lekro down inside of the site. That gives Crims very little options on where to go. And with 6 seconds left, they find the final kill on JW, making us 9-6 for Liquid, heading to a T side, which is lethal. Some
great Counter-Strike presented there from both teams. Team Liquid will lead the half. 9-6. fnatic, though, looking like they're warming up to the series and adapting as the game goes on. 9-6 a half. Who will win the pistol? You have to find out after this break. Do not go anywhere.
fnatic made a contest out of what was an 8-2 score line, but Liquid has the advantage, and on a map they've picked, on a half they're quite proficient on. We'll see if it's enough. We know that it's still slightly CT-sided, but can fnatic bring anything to the table?
Time will tell, Matthew. Still anyone's game here, absolutely. A fired up fnatic are looking to win the pistol here, and they got to chase a 9-6 deficit. We'll have a look what they can bring in their CT pistol here. They will have 4 sets of armor, Golden the defuse kit. Here are the scores on the doors. There will be fnatic there. Spread it quite equally, but you can see JW. He's missing so far. They need their AWP to find some form in the second half. It's a lot more important on the CT side. We can forgive a T side poor performance with the AWP. Pretty equally spread on the Team Liquid side though, but here we go. No HE suggests no banana rush, but the 2 smokes and the Molotov suggest they will finish up that side of the map. So a default into a banana execute, that looks likely here, but all 5 players going towards the T steps. They could just be going in and feeling brave without their high explosive grenades. Flusher to defend, and it will indeed be a full commitment towards the B side.
We'll use the first one to get to the top of banana.
The smokes straight up execute here.
No boost to see above this for Flusha, so if he's going to go, he's got to go through them and take the brawl, take the fight, and he would do so alone because Golden smoked off, so he elects not to. Came very close to Elijah's head. That bullet must have missed by millimeters.
Perfect execution so far. 10 players alive and the bomb goes down. The CTs just have to sit back and wait here. They have got a kit, remember, but the retake has to begin right here, right now.
And Lekro, I'm afraid, is going to have his work cut out for him if he wants to try and take Banana, because Naf is not the only one there. And Liquid have Naf and Nitro, and they won't get any information about that on the Fnatic side because Naf got the kill heads up, meaning that's, unfortunately, Nitro can do what he pleases. Good retake so far, though, inside the site. It's Twist to take back Crims, unfortunately leaving us with just Golden. Golden with the kit, but no armor, and he's forced off the bomb. He's got a little bit of time to work with in that regard, but the no armor is going to cost him. Body shots from Twist, 10 rounds for Liquid.
Good attempt by Fnatic to find the 3 kills with that bomb planted as well. The problem is they got nothing on entry. So the smoke down towards CT spawn and coffins as well. The flashbangs were perfect from Team Liquid. You could see the CTs couldn't even justify sitting in the smoke and trying to spam the kills. They just had to fall back. Bomb got planted, and that's such an incredibly hard position to be in, trying to retake at that sort of point. 5 players alive, a bomb ticking down. You're already smoked out of the site, and you've got those great setups towards the Banana, like you pointed out. Nafla gets the first, and then it sets his teammate up greatly. And with Liquid, with 2 players towards Emo as well. That's such a classic bait. As we'll have a force buy here from the Swedes. Scouts in the hands of Crims, CZs and Deagles around him. We have got a smoke and a flashbang here. In terms of the rifles, Team Liquid, they've got 2 of those, 3 SMGs. Those MAC-10s will be feeding the map up right now. Be Steel and Nitro, given the task of just working out if they can see a stack on any side of the map here. Crims with the scout sits towards Arch. Can he find the tags that Nitro was getting before? Doesn't hit the first, and he'll have to fall back to more defensive line now.
Nade through. Ooh, good shot. On to Nitro. Gets hit with the scout and goes down to 27. Flusha times it perfectly as they're all looking toward where Crims had run. He gets a kill for it. Flush is also going to get up on top of the garden. Brilliant from Lekro. Yeah, guy on a Deagle is so good at JW now at the bottom of the middle. The next to catch Liquid off. Getting crossfired everywhere, not being ready for it, not looking the right direction. Steel's going to take damage from the AK that Lekro's now climbed up and gotten. Man advantage to Fnatic with a rifle, with a softened steel, and armor plus a kit to work with. They're in a great position.
But remember, 2 players can focus any particular extremity of the map. The CTs won't necessarily have numbers there, but good damage by Flusha. CZ going to town here. He's not done just yet. Wants to keep applying that pressure and force him back towards B. I think Flusha will read that well. He can rotate towards CT and Golden. Pressure towards him now. Needs to at least guarantee one of these kills to be fine.
It's a good position to catch them off. They'll expect him to be deep in the sight, and that's exactly what happens as they jump around the corner. Quick kill from Golden. It's Naf to respond, but he's already being pressured. He's already having damage inflicted, and he's got to hold the bomb plant because there's 5 seconds, so mirror image. T-side wins pistol, CT respond.
Flush had to finish things off there. Golden, that's all he had to do. Sit in those barrels, knowing the time was low. They couldn't check everything, hear them coming. Take the player that was jumping, 1 bullet required, and Lekro. That Deagle again, Matt, how many impactful kills does it get? Finds the rifle, and Fnatic steal the round away. Liquid looking to do the very same though. Bomb not planted, so they don't get the rifles out. They'll have 2 UMPs, 3 upgraded pistols, one of which is the CZ. It'll be PT-50s for Elysian Twists. Flusher and Golden to throw a grenade to the start. Haven't done a ton of damage, and Nitro has got the top of B.
Golden being very passive. Nade is well placed. Perfectly off the wall, and it basically lands on top of Nitro. Curious to see if they go for the boost from this corner to see toward Coffins, but instead they just want to go quickly with pace. Just shuts down the first already. Golden tries to get up on top of the fish pond to see if he can see anyone inside of water, but no one quite revealing themselves. In fact, Twist gets out one better, but it's Flusha that's going to get overrun by Naf. Thankfully, they've got enough players on rotation, and we find ourselves in a 2-round difference at 10-8.
Well held towards B. Flusha, that MAC-10 against armored players as well. Gets 4 kills. They all line up for him. It has to be the full eco now for Team Liquid. Starting to feel the pressure themselves now. 10-8. Nothing they can do with round number 19. They'll have to just go on Glocks, maybe PT-50s. That'll be about it. In terms of loss bonus, they're at a 2nd stage. They have to keep themselves about the 2K mark. They'll get $2,400 into the next round. All will be possible, but 5 rifles and a decent amount of utility will be. So we'll have to take a full eco here. Can't even justify much more than 1 PT-50 for Twists. Objective here, 1, maybe 2 kills. Would be unlikely to get anything more than that if they even find 1.
JW and Grim standing tall. It's JW the second. They each have two. Battle for the third. flusha doesn't care. He takes it from both of them. Straightforward round, but we get back to guns.
Yes.
Immediately.
Quick and simple there from Team Liquid. Like, you know what, let's just get this round out of the way. No
Don't
messing
keep anyone
around.
waiting.
Yeah, let's just get on with it, shall we? And there'll be 5 AKs available with fnatic closing the gap, 10-9. The coaches will be very influential towards the dying stages of this game. You'll see the timeouts coming in. We haven't seen many as of yet, and I'm sure in the next few rounds, that's when they'll come in almost every single round, depending on the financial status of each team. flusha sticks on the UMP, that's fine on a map like Inferno, and the JW Orb has been very quiet so far. Need to see if he can find some form here, as he does pick it up for the first time on the CT side.
Flash out. On the receiving end of it, they're very passive. Again, in the bottom of Banana. Elige might come into contact with Krim, spots him, but blinded up. Krims gets the better of it with the M4, and he'll back off immediately. In fact, he barely took any damage from that, despite the efforts of Elige trying to fire through the doorway. Twist is the next in the same position, but no commitment either direction yet from Liquid. They need to level out the score. They need to get a kill back in their favor. That'll be the goal. As time deteriorates and ticks down to a smaller value, then they'll look to try and execute with the 4 players that they do have. So they'll leave Nitro toward top mid for now. Tasked with dissecting the defense. Bit of utility thrown out arch side, and he'll rotate himself through the underpass, smoke down in front of JW, but doesn't want to take the chance of rotating alt mid and making first off noise, and second off have anyone close enough to the wall to peek. This is the execution we talked about. JW's read it well, knowing that that smoke down early and no presence, no noise, no pressure means likely it's toward Banana. The smokes confirm that, but Golden well positioned. Good shot from Steel on entry. Golden falls away. They can't respond even though they know the angle, but they know he's in oranges too, and now he gets the shot as a result. Bomb planted default.
It will be indeed. There's 15 seconds there, but now it's a 3 versus 3 with the bomb down. Krim's waiting towards the Banana. JW already in the ruins. Remember, he's got the AWP. He'll be looking towards the new boxes and trying to take down any players there. In terms of utility, they've only got flashbangs here. They can't flush out the terrorists. Team Liquid certainly with the upper hand here. As JW starts hitting shots like that, that's lovely. Nafby, though, responds. 2-on-2 now. Bomb ticking away. I feel like Liquid have done enough here. As JW finds another. Steel is exposed from B, and he'll have to hit this shot. He does, but JW with the AWP was absent in the first half, but he makes everything happen in the second. 3 kills on the ruins.
Wow. fnatic have turned this around in incredible fashion. 4 straight rounds now. Again, it's going to leave Liquid low, but justifiably in a forced position, considering it's going to be 4 rounds plus bomb. Importantly, they keep the rounds close at least, so it makes it very difficult for fnatic as well to build up the bank. Timeout called. Rightfully so. I'm already seeing a few select pistols brought out from Liquid, which suggests to me they're actually going to sit tight. They're not going to go too aggressive with their purchasing early on.
Still quite early on in the second half here, but they are on a 4-round loss streak. Like I said, this is where the coaches need to be very important and kind of keep their teammates under control, make sure the bickering's not there, the morale's still high, and they're still keeping their eyes on the prize here. Sure, you got to take a pistol round here, but still, it's a partial buy. You can still win these rounds. Smokes, flashbangs available, CZs. Nitro not buying anything. That suggests he's saving up for the AWP going into that next round, so watch out for that. fnatic should be relatively comfortable here, but you never know. We call it a snowball effect of these CZs. If they go towards a certain area, the map catches CT trying to get aggressive, you get a rifle there, and then you've got 4 CZs and a rifle to go with. So we'll see if they can find anything at the very start. I'd say heading towards B in an execution would make a lot of sense with the close-range weaponry, but we will see. Round number 21. It's starting to get interesting now. 10-10. fnatic looking great on their CT side.
Krim's set for cross, does take a shot, but smoked off. JW's already retreated to the site. flusha's going to rotate early. Golden, not known for his fragging prowess. We've been critical of it as of late. That's part of the reason we think the form has been dropping off. He sits at 11. He's with JW's with Black Rope in terms of how many they've distributed across them, but he's the one they task alone to hold off B, and so far, so good. He takes down Nitro. Smoke in their way as well for Liquid means they won't be able to push through. They have to subside and fall back.
That was the bomb as well, so sure, they pick it back up, but now fnatic know which side of the map it's on. 2 players there for now. They still have a minute, can fall back, but a 5-on-4 will be looking very good for Fnatic here. As I mentioned, with the CZ, it makes sense to go towards B. You can isolate the bomb site. Smoke to the coffin, CT spawn, flashbangs in. Hope for the best. You need some missed shots from the CTs or very good flashbangs to take them out of the equation. There's a smoke for the coffins, and that will be deployed momentarily. In they go. One flashbang is all they're going to use, and Golden's able to strike before that even goes off.
Shot again as he slides out from new box. Not a lot of pressure applied to him, so he can do it for a third time, and he'll make no mistake on that. Bomb down. Flusher was waiting the whole time. Finally gets his piece of the pie. And they have the lead, Fnatic, the first lead they've had since Pistol.
Well, there you go. Golden. Great play. He really is doing a good job on the B-bomb side now. Multiple frags playing off his teammate. Not overexposing and managing to find 3 great kills there. Sure, it's against pistols, but that's no easy task against a team like Liquid, who have got fantastic individuals with the pistols, especially those CZs. As we'll get into round number 22, 11-10. Like we said, Nitro echoing for that all. We saw that in the previous round. It does come out. Can he have any sort of significant impact on the T side here? It's very difficult to make that weapon find a ton of kills, as JW demonstrated in the first half. Nothing really given away in the first few seconds of the round here. This is a pretty standard default. Elige and Twist working towards the apartments. And fight Steel and Nitro will be holding the banana area and slowly working their way up.
Flash out, Crim sees it coming, turns away. He won this battle last time between the same two players, and he actually doesn't get a kill this time, but I would say wins it again because he puts Elige down to 42 and then backs off smartly, thinks that he's going to rotate to the hallway and tries to catch him in doing so. Anticipation from Crims, but it's not going to amount to a kill again as of yet. Instead, there will be a bit of a formation toward Banana.
Oh, yes. This will be same sort of execute we saw in the previous round. A lot of teams will do this. Whether they throw in Molotovs yet to be seen. They've got Steel with that. I'll have a look as to what he's lining up. He's actually at the front, so he won't be dropping a Molotov towards new boxes. He might be using it for the post plant. He'll be right-clicking the flashbang in at this point and just going in. The entry fragger doesn't want to step up and commit just yet. Inside to 35 seconds as they make their final commitments. It's a deep CT spawn smoke. So this is a nice adjustment. That means they can actually check that area and actually limit the CTs, but there will be an equal trade for now. And Crims will be starting the retake here. The flush out looking to deny the bomb, can't find it, and it costs him his life.
It does. Twist sees the bullets and where they're coming from, finds the shot in return. Fair play to Golden. Smoke's down. They could have gone for the wrap, like you say, with that deep smoke and held off and forced Flush into an uncomfortable situation, but he finds a slight gap, gets a kill on entry, and gives Fnatic a great chance. They're taking their time with this, all 3 with kits. They could afford to do so. W's going to stay in the AWP, but it's Crims to start it off. Back down already to Elige to find a 3 versus 3. Walks in, spots Twist, but far too late. Steel's going to go down. JW to work up from Banana, jumping around, spots out the gun barrel of Nitro, and it suddenly is all on to Twist, but time is gone. The one thing that he does have a problem with, though, is how to get away with the AK. JW's going to take him down. Bomb certainly would have, so they basically trapped him inside of the site.
Nice variation of the banana take there. As we saw, that deep smoke allows them to actually pincer the site correctly. So instead of just all bundling onto the site and trying to find out where the CTs are, you can actually go towards that area, look at the boosted play without him having a bit of a veil with the smoke down towards the mouth of the B-bomb site. Then he can get players in towards ruins, and anyone rotating from the CT spawn area really don't have any vision or entry to that side of the map. So it does work out for Team Liquid there. Flush definitely had a chance to deny the plant, couldn't find it though, committed 30 bullets to the spray, and as we saw after he did that, it was an easy pickup for Team Liquid. Everyone went down, which was good news for Fnatic. They managed to keep 2 alive, but Liquid posting the round that they will be taking another pause. As I said, expect every sort of trade in rounds. When it goes back and forth, you'll see a pause come in as they work out what they'll be doing in terms of the money. So Liquid, of course, you kill after winning a round, they will be buying everything they can. It's a Galil for Nath. I think Nitro might have been dropped the AWP to actually go for the UMPs, and nothing dropped at all. So you can see how that has affected them even after winning the previous round. 1 Galil, 1 UMP, 3 AKs, pretty healthy utility. I think whoever loses this round is on eco. Maybe not for Fnatic. The gold JW is on $9,000, but 3 of them are all in. Necro 4,200. So will still be damaging as Liquid start to make their mark in the second half here. Currently 5-2 in Fnatic's favor.
Ooh, good read. Crims is certainly winning the duel. That boiler. He's again down to mid HP, 39 this time. JW to find off Steel, though, starts it well inside of Banana. That's been their fallback play. When they haven't gotten boiler, they've gone to Banana mid-round. They do it again, and JW is ready. Fnatic, having gotten everyone killed in the last round, or at least taking down everyone with Liquid, on what is now a reset are in a great position if they win this. And a good start to the round in doing so. Nitro, remember, is limited to just the UMP already. That suggests enough on its own. Grims just trapped between the flames, but manages to sneak out, get information, and realize that to flusha, who makes good on it. It's Nitro to chase down Spawn. He does switch over to an AK, but that won't do against an AWP.
JW's been impressive so far, and it will be a 5 versus 2. No need to commit to that frag. You can just let them get in towards the bomb site. Just try and deny the plan the best you can, and good trade so far from Team Liquid. Twist has a fighting chance here. He has won these sort of rounds before, but he still needs to get that bomb man. That's all the way in towards the spawn area, so very unlikely he gets much more than maybe 1 kill here, considering his low HP. There it is, Crims to get the killing blow. And that's going to be the money gone for Team Liquid. A harsh reset when they're already struggling with the buy. And JW spam this squid to help Team Liquid. I like that. It's pretty good. And we'll see whether they decide to buy anything here at all. They've got
Toronto Raptors fan, we the North.
$1,500 per player. They'll call a timeout. Nitro looking a little bit dejected there, I have to say. And this will be the real test for them. They might have the double eco this one. They get 1,900 next round. So what's the play? They really need to work this one out. fnatic guaranteed 13-11 here. And then maybe even a bit more. We'll have to work it out. So Zeus will come in at this point, try and pick up the morale. Tell them it's not over yet. That's fnatic. No, they've completely broken down any sort of buy. Liquid will just have to go with 4 Glocks here, 1 Deagle, no armor, no nades. We've seen a couple of these rounds this half, maybe just rush middle again.
And just the pistols again. fnatic is making a great case to close this game.
Oh yes, this is Liquid's pick as well.
Yep, and Mirage next. You did say there is inconsistencies there for fnatic. I certainly don't dispute that. I think their potential on it is very, very high though. Their best map when they play it correctly. Good start again, nades down mid. Push from Banana from Golden, doesn't spot anyone, but it's flusha and Crims already with the kills. Just to show you that crossfire worked because one was on either side of the site. Good find from Elige on a Deagle. That'll give him confidence to go for more, but JW's not being fooled by that.
Yeah. Under control here by the Swedes, 4-on-2. They've got full Banana control, still wait till the T steps there. I don't think he can do much about this, or maybe he can. Fully blind, takes down Golden. That's what we call overextending, man. No need to really challenge that frag. The round's done, and you're just giving up a kill there for no real reason. He did tag still down to 3 HP, but wasn't required. And now things have to be maybe a little bit more uncomfortable than they should be. Is if they do lose this one player towards B, that's flusha, things could fall apart. But it's well held. And just 3 versus 1 Nitro now. Remember, didn't really have much here. Came in with a Glock. Now got a Deagle, but not for long. 13-11. And he said the loss bonus won't be that forgiving. They have to eco again here, man. 3K per player. This is not good news. Yeah, that is the team playing.
I'm glad you confirmed that.
There we go. We can.
Nice to see some support, though, for both sides in the audience.
Oh, absolutely. And CZ's PD50s, no armor, no nades again. So frustrating at this point to be broken down like this. And looking very likely to be 14-11. Remember, fnatic's pick is Mirage, not Inferno. It does not bode well for Liquid. After having such a great start, they looked fantastic on the CT side, but fnatic got into the game, kept their heads held high. And Crims with the opening frag. JW starting to look sharp, but he surely gets taken down here, but no, wait. Crims is there, ready and waiting to protect his teammate. 3 kills with him, he'll go down, but it's still a very clean round. They'll pick up the AK, and now we have it. Homing in on map point now. fnatic equals love.
2 rounds only so far for Team Liquid. As the struggles are very apparent. Having not really ever had control of the money on this T side, we thought and expected so much from it, but flusha and fnatic are shutting it down time and time again. flusha sits on 24 kills atop the leaderboard. Crims as well, the old guard, they're certainly stepping up, being very, very efficient. And back toward Banana they go, flusha and Golden. Utility deployed early, it's Nitro trapped in the corner, he's the one with the bomb, but no one's gonna peek toward him, so it won't go into a perilled situation as of yet. Good first find on JW, so
that is good.
Twist to get the opener is already going to thin out the defense, considerably. And Crims once again will look toward Boiler. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries something unorthodox, perhaps even pushes in, but he's thought better of it.
They've got the advantage. Can they capitalize on it? You see flusha actively looking for a response here. So aggressive. Golden with him as well. This has been an absolute rock on this side of the map, and it comes in once again. And the Molotov lands at flusha's feet. Surely he gets nothing more. Steals a kill away. 2 versus 3. Liquid need this. They can't allow it to go to map point already. Bomb will be planted. Crimson Necro, in terms of their money, they haven't actually got a massive amount. They might be better off just saving the weapons here. They'll at least explore the idea of retaking this. They have got a smoke, HE, and a flashbang. There is 9 grand on Necro, so maybe he'll be a little bit more offensive than others as he'll look towards the ruins here. If he can find a quick kill towards new boxes, they've got a chance.
This chance for Liquid, however, to convert a clean round. That's what it needs to be. Crims is aware of the situation, let alone winning it. Any damage he does, beneficial.
Yes.
And it is going to be Liquid's round on their 12th. A third of the half, and still 2 behind fnatic. They give themselves a great chance. Remember, didn't quite catch that one, but remember there is a number of rounds that have been closely contested, so that's going to actually put the money pretty low for fnatic. If they lose this, it's actually a chance that we go 14-14 timeout for Liquid as a result of it. They want to discuss exactly how they go about doing that.
Right there, Crim finding even a couple of kills there towards the end does keep Liquid on a leash for now. They won't be able to have the comfort of lots of residual cash in the coffers. 14-12. As said, pauses will be coming in pretty much every round now. You get 4 per game per team, each one lasting 30 seconds. The only chance the coach has to come in and relay information with his teammates, apart from halftime, of course. A lot of fun being had in the crowd here today, it seems. I love it.
I want to go sit out there.
Yeah, it seems there's a very good atmosphere. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back into it. Round number 27. fnatic 14, Liquid 12. They're certainly on the back foot here. Need to find consecutive rounds. Can't afford to be reset again. If they do, it will be map point for fnatic and no money at all for number 28. This is pretty much where it's decided who wins the first map. fnatic with the AWP, and definitely not the same story for for Liquid. Sorry, they'll have Nitro on just a Khalil. Going for that B control once again. This time a little bit more passive from flusha and Golden. More JW patrols middle. Crims in transition between Arch and Banana. He's ready to strike wherever required. It will be a 5-man straight contact play.
Yeah, straight contact is peculiar. Flush is throwing that smoke late, which means he's visible. Steel just barely gets it back, but that leaves them open to Golden. Traded by Naf, they're the man down. And again, you said it, this could be the game in itself for fnatic given the money situation. Twist aggressively forward, takes down Crims. He'll smoke off ruins, a deep smoke at that, but just anything at this point to deter fnatic from pushing through. And he almost walks into the bullets from JW. He's gonna walk into the nade and take further damage, but he's trying to catch them off, and JW's not having any of it.
Good smoke used once again. This could be key because they can't come through the ruins area now. JW and Necro need to work out what's the play. Time ticking away. I don't think they can actually win this round anymore. Well played by Liquid. Those 2 smokes towards ruin actually wins the round single-handedly, but they'll give it another go. Another great shot by Twist. JW surely has no chance in this, has to consider falling back at this point. Trying to keep them in the bomb site, take everyone down with him. As he waits, he'll find both the kills. Well played. Not enough time, and he will be dropped as well, but he takes everyone down with him. 14-13, still in favor of fnatic. Their money must be getting tight now. They've got about 4K per player, right?
That's a tough call on the CT side. T side, absolutely you go for this because, again, you still have the lead and you have a chance to put yourself on that point and break your opponent in doing so. On the converse side of that CT side, you lose this, you're going to be in peril going against a 14-14 scoreline, and you might have to play for overtime.
So they do call a timeout. I think take the eco here, maybe just a partial buy. This is where you could throw the game if you buy here, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone's got their different approaches.
It's a very tough call.
Whatever I say is just opinion. It's
no, it's gospel. Henry Jesus, come on.
We'll see whether fnatic decide to roll the dice and force buy here. I would say that would be a horrible idea. You won't have much to worry about for masses. SMGs, a couple of rifles, but little utility, and they will indeed take a partial buy here. That's the correct call. Leave some money, but a chance of Liquid now to get back into it. Round 28. We'll see as presumably tying things up, but you never know. On the CT side, these pistols are a lot more powerful. You can hold crossfires, and close range encounters with CZ always difficult to shut down. Just to note, Naf with 23 kills. Same story for Twist. They're having a fantastic game, but flusha and Crims turning up the heat on the CT side as well. 26 for flusha. He sits at the very top of the server.
So they're going to stack top banana with this call, try and go for a gamble to make it work. Nade strike toward top stairs. 4 nades. And I expect them all to go at the same time. Pins are pulled. Or at least for Necro and Crims they are. Flush has got his pistol drawn and Golden's waiting for it. And in comes Liquid, or do they? They're actually sitting back expecting something of this nature. It wouldn't do anything at this point, but as soon as they show anything inside of Banana, which is right now, they could get caught off. Down go the nades. Both goes in. Steel is down to 33, just barely gets away with it. Golden actually saved his nade. If Golden threw his on top of it, they might have gotten Steel down. The other two come in late. They take Naf to 15, so they've certainly done a considerable amount of damage, but no kills, which would have been absolutely perfect for them in this situation. Instead, now Crims to cover off the arch. It's over toward Pit. JW and Lekro capitalize on damage already done. JW somehow gets time to reload his CZ-75 as he hides in the hay bales, and Lekro's waiting as they want to pursue further. JW knows they're still there, and he swings out. Again, massive damage. Nitro on 7. It's just Steel. What a round from fnatic. The nade strike, rotation, and Liquid walk directly into a trap.
They absolutely do. The CZs, as I mentioned on the CT side, can be absolutely deadly. fnatic steal that round away and potentially the map as well. Remember, this is not their pick, and now there's only $1,400 per player on Team Liquid. They've got nothing. They have to buy here. They'll take a pause and try and recalibrate, but this is looking bleak. It will take some sort of magnificent performance from one individual on the Team Liquid side to get back in this game. It's looking like fnatic will pick up Inferno. What do they even call here? What's the play? They can't even buy utility map. They've got 4 CZs and armor, no nades. There's no money left. Nitro, the only one to buy, who hasn't bought, sorry, he'll have 1,700. He buys 1 smoke so far. That's all they've got. What else does he need? A flashbang. He'll need to make his mind up soon. He'll need a weapon as well. Glock's not going to be ideal. CZ. And he'll have enough of body armor. So 1 smoke, 3 flashbangs, and pistols is all they have at map points.
Liquid is going to be so disappointed with how this map went down.
Absolutely, and fnatic could be fired up after being down considerably in the first half. It looked like Team Liquid had made another great pick to play Inferno, but it could elude them this time. fnatic looking incredibly strong, and Lekro with the AK-47 does make the first incision towards the apartments there. Naf goes down, one of the key players of Team Liquid, and they're smoked out. Can't even get a trade here.
It's in the area as well. Times that almost to perfection with the smoke. 3 players wanting to get up that stairwell. We'll have to slow down for the moment. No one peeking directly. Twist has to consider it at the very least, given those nades. So, arch side flash, or sorry, excuse me, through the arch window toward the pit side flash. I should say, not to sound confusing, but they just walk in, and what a slaughter it is. Map is done, no question. Nitro's gonna do everything he can to change that, but again, it's Crims outside of the door that he basically owns. And has throughout the entire CT half. Somehow Nitro uses the smoke to get some position, but
Crims
M4 picked up.
Ooh.
He's actually got a headshot. 26 HP, 3 to find. Bomb is down in pit. This is a tall order, and fnatic will fall back and play this out as smartly as they possibly can, including that of Golden going all the way back down toward T-spawn because he doesn't want another one-on-one isolation to ensue.
30 seconds. Nitro is hoping they make mistakes at this point. You can see he's got nothing to do in this 3 versus 1. The bomb's down, it's out of reach, 20 seconds remaining. 2 kills so far. It'd have to be the ace to even give them a chance at this point. And we'll see whether he can get anything at all. He'll throw an incendiary towards the pits, but there it is.